Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. This is going to be another first impressions video. In today's first impressions video, we are taking a look at my new and improved Midwest Industries 10.5. There are no freaking sponsors to the channel right now. You can help me out by commenting down below, sharing the video around. Most importantly, you can check out my B channel, FF Lifestyle. Adventure content, mountain biking, longboarding, skateboarding, fitness, adventure vlogs, anything. There has to be something over there that you are going to like. Check out the card up in the corner of your screen now. This originally started its life back as the tucked suppressor Midwest Industries 10.5 upper. So I did a video on this not too long ago on the channel, and it was a standard 5.56 upper with Midwest Industries. Basically, they call it their SD rail, and it's going to be a little wider M-LOK, and it's able to accommodate a standard rifle suppressor down on the inside of the rail. It was, of course, in 5.56, and I talked about in that video how I was very surprised that even with 5.56, the rail did not get overly hot. But I am just not a tucked suppressor type of guy. I can't really get behind them. I always end up kind of building one out, getting rid of it almost immediately. It's just not for me. I prefer to run my guns suppressed and unsuppressed all the time these days, constantly be swapping around the way that I do accessories and other things, and I just don't really like them all that much. They work for a lot of people. I am just not one of those people. So I had this 10.5 upper from Midwest Industries that they did send me just lying around, and I was trying to figure out exactly what I was going to do. I missed greatly my BCM QRF quad rail. This is my favorite quad rail of all time. I really enjoy these rails. The measurements are all sorts of wonky because although this is a 10-inch rail, it actually measures in at like 10.7. So keep that in mind. But overall, they're excellent rails. I really enjoy them. I love the strength that they have. I love the standard look, and I just wanted to kind of build out this upper into more of what I would consider just my nice go-to rifle once more. So this is an SBR coming in at 10.5, and I just have been in an OD green mood recently. So I went a little bit old school with an OD green Magpul standard vertical grip. OD green rail covers, man. These haven't been used in a hot minute out there, so I got these rolling up here from Magpul. I have a Magpul Myad grip, and this is the one with the little nubbin there. B5 SOT mod stock in OD green. And then I also have the new M-Bus sights on this rifle in OD green. Now these new M-Bus, I will get to why it's reversed here in a minute, but I really wanted to see if these would melt using it with an FRT lower at the range, and surprisingly, running them suppressed all day, they did not melt at all. They ran great, and it was about a 94-degree range day today, very hot, very humid, and they still held on like champs, sticking over that suppressor. I went with a Holosun Raid. Jury's still out on this light. Really don't know how I feel about the rings. That's super weird. I thought I had a defective light from the get, but in fact, it was not defective. That's just what they decided to go with for those. And it just, again, it was a little bizarre to me, but it's okay. I'm still somewhat getting used to it. I really like the price point. And I also like the fact that it comes with a really nice little button here. That activation button is excellent. That's exactly like a Unity button. It's really nice for the money. The wire was really nice, definitely solid for the price point. I do have it mounted because it is Scout compatible with an Arisaka offset Picatinny mount. And I'll just get to this now. The reason why this light is mounted at the bottom of the rail like this and this sight is turned around is this was going to be another night vision setup. And ultimately, I decided to go uber cheap again and try out one of the Somo Gear PECs. And the reason why I do not have a Somo Gear PEC on this rifle today is I ordered that about 3 weeks ago, and it is still waiting to be accepted by USPS for the past 3 weeks. Somo Gear has been really cool, and they're like, hey, it's the normal process. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated because my plan is to do a completely separate review of the Somo Gear PEC on this rifle in the future. So this is why this space is in this area and why this sight is turned around. That is what I prefer to do on my front sights that I am running on a night vision setup. So I will make sure that the laser is not impeded by this front sight being a little wider. This is a really cool little muzzle device situation I got going on here. Now you guys heard me mention that this is a 10.5 barrel and the rail comes out to about, I think, 10.7. It is over the threads just a bit. There's like ever so slightly a few centimeters of threads left. So obviously when it comes to suppressed use, that's a bit of a problem. If you do a standard bird cage on this, not running it suppressed, and space it off with a little bit of a thick crush washer, it actually would work. Like, you're not gonna blow your rail up. It looks a little weird, but it would work. In this case, this is a Liberty Precision Machine muzzle device, and you can see that it has more, I'm gonna try to showcase it, more standoff. So it has about a 1/2 inch of standoff from the actual shoulder of the barrel. And that is awesome because I was running this all day with a normal Reardon Atlas mount and it ran 100%. You could see it gets a muzzle device exactly where it should be mounted with this setup. Liberty Precision Machine designs that muzzle device primarily for 14.5 builds to get you to a proper 16 inches. But in my case, it worked out really well on a build like this. And I think there's a lot of rails out there and barrel combinations that people want to go to and they're like, oh my God, I'm like right there. And there's so many times where people actually like cut a 1/2 inch off of your rail. You don't got to do that with the Liberty Precision Machine. Now, they did send that to me for free. They didn't ask me to even feature it anywhere. They just said, hey, check it out. Let us know what you think. I love that muzzle device. That was one of the cooler things I've picked up in a while. I did not shoot it unsuppressed, so, you know, jury's still out on how loud that is, what it does for recoil and all that. But for this build, to allow me to basically have a normal rifle with this barrel length and this rail that I wanted to have, excellent. I am running one of the new Holosun AROs that was purchased by me. As with all of these other accessories, the Holosun, the only thing that was given to me was the upper. This magnifier was given to me by a buddy. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then also the Liberty Precision Machine. Everything else I purchased, including this Holosun. It has a different look from the standard Holosun Aimpoint T2-like device. I love their new mount. I love the new look. This device, I don't know. I had a lot of weird glare, man. The sun was coming from behind me in this range day. Now, when I turned, went into different positions, that got a lot better. So I will take a little bit more time. Right now, I'm not digging this all that much. The price point was excellent, that's why I got it, but again, it was a little bit of an issue. SIG Juliet 4 magnifier. I always went LPVO or red dot. I never really went the in-between route, so this is my first kind of go at it. And I really like this magnifier. It actually took out all of the glare issues, obviously. So when I ran it with the magnifier, it was no problem whatsoever. And it was very, very clear, easy to see. And eye relief also was excellent. No problems there. So I actually really liked that magnifier and the magnifier dot combo. I also think it looks really cool on this package as well. The Magpul Myad grip, I mean, what's to say about it, man? It's been around for 10 years. I really like the grip, no concerns, complaints there. I do have, I believe, a standard Midwest bolt carrier group in here because it was a complete upper from them. No issues at all with the upper, how it shot. This is one of those buffer tube BCM combinations that is essentially a mix between a carbine buffer and a rifle buffer. And it's designed to give you a slightly longer length of pull than normal on your buffer tube. But it is a complete system here with the BCM buffer, spring, end plate, and the castle nut and their buffer tube. It's all a complete system. It is unbelievably smooth to cycle the action on that with that buffer and spring. Man, was that recoil excellent for a 10.5. This thing was a joy to shoot. It was really, really awesome. And I think with the Somo gear in a night vision roll, that's going to be kind of a win. Also a Magpul OD green trigger guard on there because why not? And I have not gone with any sort of a riser right now. I don't know that I will. I was messing around with this under night vision during my gas mask review video, not having any issues seeing this dot under night vision with a gas mask on and no riser. So I don't know, I might just keep it exactly like this is in this configuration, run my magnifier off. It's also on a QD mount, so I can just take that off if I want to run night vision. But yeah, this is my new 10.5 setup. I really, really like this. I'll keep you guys updated with that Somo gear. But let me know if you have any other questions about this or anything else on the channel down in the comment section below. And you guys know I absolutely will get back to you. While you're down there, head up to that description for the ways to support the channel. And thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more great videos